It's Red Skelton. Brought to you by Geritol. Geritol, the remarkable new tonic that helps you feel stronger fast, brings you the comedy program that helps you feel happier fast, The Red Skelton Show. With the Sportsman's Quartet. David Rose and his orchestra. And starring Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to come into your homes and visit with you tonight. A lot of things have been happening. I read in the newspaper. I thought it was awful nice what Arthur Godfrey did. Took the heat off of John Wayne. I knew they'd get nothing, but... I've had a lot of fun this week. I went down to the beach. Oh, and while I was down there, I saw my two friends, Heathcliff and Gertrude. See? And it seems that this week they went over to the valley. They flew over to San Fernando. See? They're flying along, and finally they get up to the house to where they're going to, the chicken farm. And they knock on the coop, and one of the chickens came to the door, and he says, yes? And Heathcliff says, is Thelma here? Says, haven't you heard? No, what? She's gone. Been laying eggs for 5 years, and she died from embarrassment. She found out she was a rooster. So Gertrude says, well, is Ida here? He says, no. Show off. She's gone too. You know how she was? She had a very peculiar way about her. You put a color in front of her, and she'd lay that color egg. Now, a blue car would go by, she'd lay a blue egg. A red car goes by, she'd lay a red egg. She's gone now. Somebody hung a crazy quilt on the clothesline. She stripped gears trying to make good. Oh, by the way, the music that was played when I first came out was played by David Rose and his orchestra. Now, to me, I think David Rose is one of our most brilliant musicians, conductors and composers. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but he got his start with Phil Spatownley's all-girl orchestra. Now, this is the truth. He used to play piano under the name of Rose David. I used to be a musician myself. I love music. Of course, I don't know too much about it. I used to play the violin until after my first recital. And one of the critics came out and says that it's the first time that the musician had more guts than the violin. But music really plays a very important part in our lives. I went to the opera the other night, and I said to my wife, we saw Carmen. And I said, I thought the snow scene was wonderful. And she says, there's no snow scene in Carmen. And then I realized I was sitting behind the popcorn machine. And there was a lady came out to sing. She was a mezzo-soprano. I mean, she was a mess of something. I know that. And now she come out to sing. And opera, I don't think half the people understand it myself. I mean, I talked to Lawrence Melchior once, and he said that one time he sang 4 pages of the Santa Fe timetable, and no one ever knew the difference. He says it's the first time that anybody ever applauded the fact that number 6 didn't stop at Fresno. But music is really, I get a big kick out of it myself. I mean, I like to watch the way different people react to it. Now, the other night I went to a concert, and I noticed one fellow who seemed rather bored. Wait, I'll show you what I mean. One of these guys. Call Jack Webb! You ever see those old timers that like sentimental music? The guys that hang around Toot Shore. Those boys. One of these type of guys. 4 in the morning, boy. There's a nice record. Irish music. I can't. Oh, I wish I was Irish. Then you have the young beboppers, the teenagers, these fellas. That's nothing to me.
Mother, when's Daddy coming home?
He should be here any minute, dear. Now finish your practicing. All right, Nancy. Get ready for dinner.
Where's Daddy?
Oh, he's probably thinking up some tall story to tell us.
Mother, is it right for Daddy to fib like that?
Honey, Daddy doesn't fib. It's just that he has a very vivid imagination. Now run along and practice, huh?
Yes, Mother.
Oh, hello, dear. Still practicing, huh? I talked to Mr. Steinway today, and he says, you keep playing the way you're playing, and he's going to get you an accordion. Hello, dear.
Hello, George. How are you in the office today?
Oh, about the same as usual, just fair, the usual day. But an interesting thing happened to me on the bus.
George, dear, please wash up for dinner.
Oh, but this was fascinating. There was a fellow got on the bus, very dignified gentleman. He sat next to me, got on the very next stop. It seemed that his limousine broke down and he couldn't get a taxi cab. And, well, he sat next to me there. And he's a semi-millionaire, a multi-millionaire, I should say. He has silver mines in Brazil, and he's got diamond mines in Johannesburg.
George.
Well, to make a long story short, by the time we got to 33rd Street, he realized what a brilliant bookkeeper I was, so he gave me a job. I'm going to reconstruct his entire international investment.
George, that's not true. No man whose limousine broke down sat next to you on the bus.
But those silver mines, those diamond mines...
And there weren't any silver or diamond mines.
Yeah. Well, he did offer me a job.
And he didn't offer you a job. George, what kind of a man sat next to you on the bus?
A woman.
Oh, but don't wash up.
What a woman, though. I'm telling you, she was breathtaking, just dazzling she was. Oh, she was expensively dressed, you know, and she couldn't keep her eyes off of me. Just wouldn't let me alone. I didn't want to tell you about it.
Why not?
Well, I know how insanely
George?
jealous you are.
What kind of a woman sat next to you on the bus?
A little boy. With a runny nose. If somebody just pay attention to me when I come home, I wouldn't have to do things like that. Ah, the age of chivalry. Sir, unhand that woman. On guard. Who am I? I am Dagonotti. The Tagoner. I'm one of the three musketeers, whoever that guy was. D'Artagnan, I'm there, on guard. On guard. Oh, sir. Oh.
George! George!
Yes, dear. Oh, what happened? Oh, there was a peeping Tom looking in our window, and I beat him up with this umbrella.
A peeping Tom
Yes.
outside our window?
Yes, a giant of a fella. He was 6'12".
Oh, George, we live on the 3rd floor.
Oh, yeah, make that 12'6".
There was no peeping Tom, there was no woman on the bus, there was no man on the bus.
No.
You were never an international spy or anything else you keep telling people.
Yeah.
None of these things happened to you. Nothing ever happens to you. Now, once and for all, will you stop making up these stories?
He's getting more like her mother every day. Yeah?
Save me! Save me! He's after me with a gun!
Oh, a gun! Please, my dinner's on the table. I'm sorry we don't have enough for all
Oh,
of you.
please! You've got to save me!
You
You've got
gotta-
to...
Oh.
Blackie, please!
Oh, pretty please, Blackie. Shoot that thing. I think it's still alive.
Oh, you ratted on me, may I? You call the cops.
Blackie, don't!
Well, this is it.
You'll have to put that gun away.
Just who do you think you are?
I am detergent. There. Make it.
You saved me!
I did? What is it, man? Oh. Oh, you gave me a ticket once.
Nice, nice going, mister.
Huh?
You just knocked out public enemy number 1.
Public enemy number... Come here. That was public enemy number 1? Oh, good heavens. That means my picture will be in the paper. Call up the photographers. I'm ready.
Are you crazy?
Huh?
Look, if his mob finds out that you did this, they'll knock you off in 24 hours. You can't put this in the paper.
Oh.
I don't know how to thank you, but I'd love to try.
Oh? One of us is supposed to say something. I know it ain't me. But if you don't hurry, I will. Why, you're refreshing to talk to.
My name's May Smith.
Wait.
And I'm in the... I'm in the book.
I'm going to be in a box if you don't hurry.
I want to hear from you a lot.
George, you didn't wash up. And will you put that umbrella away? What have you been doing here?
Oh, look, I was standing here minding my own business.
Yes?
And a lady came in. Police. Ah, you wouldn't believe me anyhow.
All the faithful, we rode the range together. All the faithful in every kind of weather. When the roundup days are
Deadwood stage is rolling on over the plains, with the curtains flapping and the driver slapping the reins. Sing, you coyotes! Beautiful sky, a wonderful day. Whip back away, whip back away, whip back away. Oh, the Deadwood stage is a-heading on over the hills, where the Indian arrows are thicker than a porcupine quills. Dangerous land, no time to delay. Whip back away, whip back away, whip back away. They're heading straight for town, loaded down with a fancy cargo, from Wells and Fargo, Illinois. Boy! Oh, the Deadwood stage is coming on over the crest. Yee-hoo! Like a homing pigeon that's hankering after its nest. Yee-hoo! 23 miles to cover today. So, whip back away, whip back away, whip back away. The wheels go turning round, homeward bound. Can't you hear them humming? Happy times are coming for to stay. Hey! We'll be home tonight by the light of the silvery moon, and my heart's a thumping like a mandolin pocket of tune. When I get home, I'm fixing to sleigh. So, whip back away, whip back away, whip back away. Whip back away, whip back away, whip back away.
What's it gonna be, Sam? Champagne?
Nah, give me that whiskey. That bottle of whiskey.
You know what I hear, Sam?
No, what?
I heard that Deadeye's heading into town.
Deadeye? That killer?
Yes, sir, and there ain't no man alive ever been able to beat him on the draw.
Yeah, but the man that does is going to take over as the most feared gunfighter in the West.
Yeah,
He'd be top dog.
that's what he would. Hey, there comes Deadeye now. I know the sound of that horse in the world.
Oh! Oh! Oh, I've got one horse ball!
Howdy!
You realize how fast that animal had to be running to come through the wall like that? Oh, that darn squirters! One! Yeah, my favorite bartender. Throw me a bottle of whiskey, will you? Oh, throw me another bottle of whiskey, bartender. Throw me another bottle of whiskey, bartender. Throw me a beer. But make it in a slow glass. Yeah, thank you. 8 o'clock and all's well. Or something. Yes.
So you're the great Deadeye, huh?
Look, boy, you got trouble in your eyes, and I ain't anchored for no trouble.
You don't look like you're so fast on the draw to me.
Now look, Lum. I don't want no trouble with you, Lum.
Look, boy, get it going now, because I don't want no trouble. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Hey, bartender, throw us a bottle of whiskey. Butterfingers. Take that 2 beers.
I still say I can beat you to the draw.
Oh, now, boy.
You're yellow.
Oh, now. The bus must have pulled in. The gas won't let me alone, that's all. They won't let me alone. Take that 1 beer now. Draw, Deadeye! Pretty hokey death scenes, yeah.
Yes, sir, they just won't let me alone. All I want is my little Emmy Lou to take me back.
I knew it. The minute you hit town, they're shooting, Deadeye.
Now, wait a minute, Sheriff. I was only defending myself. I don't want to kill anybody anymore. I'm tired of killing. I just come to ask Emmy Lou to help me back. Wrong, Deadeye! Ain't you awful little to be smoking?
I feel awful sorry for you, Deadeye.
Come on, Sheriff, I'll buy you a drink. They just want to be the #1 gunfighter, that's all. They just won't let me alone. Throw me a bottle of whiskey, will you, bartender? Yes, sir. Well, they wanted the shows live.
Well, I know it, Deadeye. But after all, I'm the sheriff here, and I gotta keep peace. I gotta ask you to leave town.
Yeah, I know you did. But I just want Emmy Lou to take me back, that's all.
God, Deadeye!
You know, Jack Benny's gonna miss you, boys. Oh, God! Let me alone. I just want Emmy Lou to take me back, that's all.
Well, now you're wasting your time, because Emmy Lou ain't gonna take you back.
Deadeye!
Now, I'll give you until after you see Emmy Lou. I'll just give you till then. You gotta leave town.
Okay.
You, Deadeye?
Yep.
Draw!
That'll help you keep on the hot sun. That one boy got St. and he just won't give up. Look at him.
Well, so long, Deadeye.
So long, Sheriff. I just wanted to let...
Oh, Deadeye!
Just wish they'd let me... Oh. You made it. How are they ever going to say this is a live show?
Hello, Deadeye.
Emmy Lou! You gotta take me back, Emmy Lou. I'm through with gunfighting. I've given up everything.
You'll never change. You got blood on your hands.
No, that ain't blood. That's whiskey. Smell.
Goodbye.
Emmy Lou, don't leave me. Look, I'm giving up my guns. I won't fight anymore. I'm done with it. I'm through killing. You gotta take me back, Emmy Lou.
If you promise never to kill anybody again.
I promise.
You'll never shoot anybody again no matter
Never reach for a gun as long as I live.
what? Okay, draw.
What? Emmy Lou, look what you've done. The only thing that mattered in the world to me. Look what you've done. My favorite bartender. Thank you. Thank you very much, partners. I am now going down to the old corral. It's really a new corral, but we never referred anything into the West as old. I mean new. So I'm going down to the old corral and take my old saddle, which is a new saddle, and I'm going to throw it on old paint. That's my wife. She's really old. She could use paint, too. Well, thanks for our little visit on behalf of Geritol. So until we meet again, partners, adios amigo, which in English means hasta la vista.
feel happier fast with Red Skelton, brought to you by the remarkable new tonic that helps you feel stronger fast, Geritol. The Red Skelton Show originated live from Television City in Hollywood and is a CBS television network production.